First thing you need to do is just get into that mindset. Like you were talking about the meme of travel is about bravery, not really about money. And I think there's some truth to that statement. You just have to get into the right mindset, pick a destination and do as much research as you can on that destination. Like it will save you a lot of time, it will save you a lot of money, and just go.
Hey guys, karibu sana and karibu again to Overcoming, the art of becoming. I hope you're fabulous. We are wonderful here. Tunasikia matamu matamu ya kinukia. Today we are at Stardom Hotel. It's on your way to Mwiki. A very nice place where you can hold your events. They have beautiful gardens where you can have your birthday bash. I think you can have the gardens for weddings. And that's where we're seated today because they are very generous hosts. They've welcomed us and we're doing the show today hapa ndani ya Stardom Hotel. And with that being said, today on set we are with one brilliant lady. Her name is Amarachi. She's going to tell she's going to introduce herself to the show, fully names and what she does. I know she's a she's a blogger. She writes about travel, and she has a really interesting story about how you can cut costs and travel cheap and still have the excitement of travel. So please guys, stay tuned. Remember to subscribe. You can't miss this show because it's amazing. It's going to give you tips to travel around Africa and maybe the world at a very low cost. She'll tell us how she does it. Okay? Karibu sana Amarachi.
Asante sana.
Do you understand Swahili? When you say karibu sana, do you understand what I've said?
I mean, I understand that one, but like I'm still learning Swahili, so I don't really understand a lot what I'm learning.
Oh, but you basically, if I'm talking English and I put in some few of Swahili words, can you grasp what I've meant?
I think I may be able to pick a little, kidogo, but
But not
not so much, yeah.
Have you tried to learn Swahili, maybe?
Yes, so I've been learning. I did this Duolingo course and I actually finished the entire course, but I can't say that I speak fluently, but at least I can pick a few words here and there. Ninasema kidogo kidogo.
Oh, nice. Is it hard?
I feel like when I started, I was under the impression that it was so easy, but having gone through the entire course and I still can't speak, I feel like it's not as easy as I thought. So I probably need to like invest more in getting, maybe actual physical classes, or we'll see.
Yeah, maybe be around people who are speaking more Swahili than English.
True, because everyone I've interacted with so far, everybody speaks English. So like the motivation is a bit low to learn.
Yes. If everyone's speaking English, you can't even grasp.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at us digressing. Guys, please let us allow Amarachi to introduce herself. Please, who is Amarachi?
Okay, so my name is Amarachi Hassenbeck. I am a travel blogger. I own a travel blog called Travel with a Pen. And basically this blog is where I share my experiences traveling across Africa and other destinations. And I try to share tips to allow other travelers plan their own trip and basically inspire people to, move out of their comfort zone and explore new places.
Oh, so travel. When did you discover you love traveling?
So I feel like this wanderlust was inbred as a child. So my parents would move a lot when we were younger and would move with them. And I remember just the feeling of excitement everywhere, every new destination that we went to.
You would be excited.
Yeah, but I didn't really start to travel on my own or internationally until I think it was 2015, when I took my first solo trip to some parts of Europe. And I feel like that trip just opened my mind and just opened my world to the idea of traveling, and I haven't looked back since.
So, wow, interesting. Travel with a pen. How did you start the blog? How did you come up with the idea?
Okay, so after that trip to Europe, I wanted to share, I just wanted to share that experience with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of my biggest motivations was how much the trip had cost me. Prior to that, I thought it was going to be like a lot of money, and then I discovered hostels, I discovered so many ways to cut down costs.
Yeah.
And I just I just wanted to share that with people.
So, yeah.
But I feel like the blog didn't really take off until a particular trip I made around West Africa. It was like a 3-country destination, and I did it for under $50. So I just wanted to, I feel like that trip helped me really get my message out that travel can be expensive, but it doesn't always have to be. Like you can really, change your mindset about things and do a bit more research, and you can really cut down the cost for travel.
Okay, there's this meme going around that says, traveling is not that expensive, you have to be brave. And someone's answer, can you give us, I don't know, 3 braves to Italy, Now, what you're saying is it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive. How can you cut down costs? How did you manage to cut down costs on your 3 destination countries?
Okay, so when you think about travel costs in big pockets of, big pockets. So you have your cost for transportation, you have costs for accommodation, and then you have costs for like activities and feeding. Cost for activities and feeding, you can really minimize that, but transportation and accommodation are the bigger ones.
Yes.
So if you're looking to cut down costs, then you have to, think about the destination. Am I going to travel there by plane? Am I going to go there by road?
Yes.
And then for accommodation, for that particular trip, I used a site called Couchsurfing, which is basically a site that allows travelers to host other travelers for free.
Okay. Oh, it's like Airbnb, but not for free.
Yeah, so it's like Airbnb, but without money. And it's just based on the graciousness of travelers.
Interesting.
Yeah. So with accommodation out of it, transportation was the only thing left.
Yes.
And for that, I used public transportation to get to my location.
Yes.
So you just have to be creative to find ways to cut down costs. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Now, I don't know. Do you like traveling alone, or you'd rather travel in a company? How do you go about it when you're doing your expeditions?
Okay, so these days I travel a lot with my husband, and I love traveling with him because he's such an amazing photographer, and so it's a win-win.
Yeah.
But I'd also, I'm not afraid to travel solo. I've traveled solo in the past, and I really enjoyed it. And I've also enjoyed traveling in groups. Like even in Kenya, I've joined a few group trips, and I've absolutely enjoyed them. So for me, there's no one preference. I'm open to any opportunity to travel, whether that's with a partner or by myself or in a group. It just depends on the opportunity.
How did you meet your husband? Is it in one of your travel expeditions?
Yes, yes. So on that trip to Benin, the West African 3-destination trip,
Yes.
My now husband then was my Couchsurfing host.
Oh,
So, yes.
oh. Okay.
But, so for that trip, he hosted me and 2 other guests, and he was such a gracious host, and it was such a wonderful experience
Yes.
staying with him and the guys. And after that, we sort of kept in touch, and when his brother visited Lagos, we reconnected, and it's just blossomed since then.
Well, guys, don't be jealous. Come on, be generous enough to welcome guests to your house. Something beautiful might blossom out of it. Look at that. Anyway, from that experience, are you still hosting? Are you maybe, is he still on Couchsurfing? You guys stopped off maybe?
So we're still both on Couchsurfing. We haven't hosted since the COVID pandemic.
Okay,
understandably. But I think now we're settled in Kenya. We've been here for a year, and I feel like the world is opening back up. So we're definitely open to probably start hosting travelers again. Yeah.
How did you end up in Nairobi?
Also has to do with my husband, actually.
Gets more and more beautiful.
So we were both living in Nigeria. He had moved to Nigeria to make the relationship work, and we were living there for about 2 years, and then he got transferred to Kenya. And then I asked my company if I could get transferred as well. And I don't want to say luckily, but luckily that time period coincided with COVID, and we were all working from home.
Oh, yeah.
And so it didn't really matter where I was physically. So it just got approved easily, and that's how we found ourselves here.
Interesting. Do you maybe have you traveled within Kenya?
Yes, we've been to a few spots in Kenya. We try to go to a new destination every month. So we've been to quite a few places, and it's been very exciting traveling within the country.
You have favorite spots?
Yeah, I really enjoy visiting Naivasha. We've been there twice or three times, and I've enjoyed each visit. I also love the coast. It's so beautiful. Yeah, my favorite spot on the coast is Watamu. I really loved it, and I've been to Diani as well. That was awesome.
So every part you've traveled, you've written about it.
Yes, mostly yes. Most destinations you find them on my blog.
So guys, I'm going to share a link to her blog down below on the description place, so that you can check out her work. You can get ideas, tips on how to travel, to cut down costs, and maybe where to travel next. I'm sure it's something interesting that you might want to look up to. Do you have favorite spots, places you've traveled to
In the world?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I mean, it's difficult to pick a best place, but
Yes.
I'd say my top are Italy. It's such a beautiful country. I also enjoyed visiting Morocco. And recently we went to Turkey, which was just amazing. So yeah, there's so many places I love. I think if I was to name my top three off the top of my head, this would be the top three, yeah.
And are there places that you wanted to go and you haven't visited yet?
Yeah, I mean, everywhere in the world.
It has its own fun.
Yeah, but I'll say Japan is really top on my list, but hopefully I can get to visit very soon.
So in that camera, maybe you can tell someone who is interested in travel, maybe how they can go around it and maybe make it part of them. Just tell someone that.
Okay, I think the first thing you need to do is just get into that mindset. Like you were talking about the meme of travel is about bravery, not really about money. And I think there's some truth to that statement. You just have to get into the right mindset, pick a destination and do as much research as you can on that destination. Like it will save you a lot of time, it will save you a lot of money, and just go. That's what I can say. Just do it.
I can do it.
Just do it.
Well, that's it for us, guys. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't done that yet, to see this video and so many other interesting videos. Until next time, ciao. Bye.